Yo, what is up, you guys? My name is Sam World, and today's video is sponsored by Cymatics, the loved, the hated, the infamous guys sound design company. But one thing you can't deny about them is that they have grown in such a short amount of time, and we're going to be checking out their new Soundbank today. Now, hopefully this video is more of just a walkthrough for you guys. It's more of a way to learn from sound design, because I'm going to walk through a little bit of these sounds and talk about them, how I would use the sounds. Now, some of you guys know I learned sound design from presets. Generally, back in 2008, 2009, there wasn't many preset companies out there, so the presets that were available weren't high quality like the ones we have access to nowadays. But I did learn a lot from them. I learned how to reverse, I learned how to make the sounds they were making by reverse engineering. What technically this means is that I'll go into the preset that Soundbank that I bought, and I would go through the sounds, and I would find a sound like, oh my god, this sounds exactly like this guy, and I've always wanted to learn how to make that sound. How the fuck are they doing it? And literally I would go in and be like, okay, let's take this sound for example, the Art Bitty Birds. Right, so for me, if I was a noob, I would be like, holy shit, how are they making that change of notes, right? It's like, oh, I'm playing the thing and it's changing notes as I'm holding it. Why is that? So I would go in and try and figure it out. Now, personally, me, and hopefully you guys have watched my tutorials, know LFO envelopes and shit, so you know that you can either make that effect with an arpeggiator or with an LFO. Now here they're utilizing an LFO to use as an arpeggiator, because as of now Serum, I believe, doesn't have an arpeggiator still, so they're utilizing the LFO here in order to make that arpeggiator effect, which is being routed to the CRS of Serum. A lot of people have asked me recently, like, how the fuck do I route envelopes to the pitch of Serum? I can't even route it to like the octave or the semitone. It doesn't sound the same as in Silent 1. And the reason is because you want to use the coarse pitch, which is going to give you the best of the best there. So pretty much the coarse pitch is different, that it doesn't go by increments of fine or semi or octave. It's pretty much just, here's the fucking pitch, put whatever you want on it, and it's going to do it smoothly. There's no going up by octave increments, no going up by semitone increments, no going up by fine. It's literally just the values, okay? Now, as you guys can see, this sound is just made by routing the LFO here, and then the sound design of it, which is the easy part in my opinion. I think the hard part is making the ARP, just because you can see there's so many dots on there that is very intricate. Now, one of the other cool things that some of you guys don't know is that I could literally save this shape. I like the way it works, right? I'll save it and I'll call it ARP. Have it in my user folder, and I could go here and now I have the ARP Cymatics, and now I can use that for sound design. Now easily, back then I couldn't do this in Silent 1, but if I was learning sound design now, I would do it this way. The next thing we can check out is the chords they have. Now this sound is very simple. It's a chord sound, but one of the things that to note, and the only reason I know this is because I saw a video by Care Mode on the Cymatics YouTube page. Yeah, I know, but it was definitely something cool. He uses things that seem very simple in intricate ways. So here what's happening is we have a sub, which is a saw, and if I turn these off, you can see the sub is not a sub, but it's using the saw as another layer for this sound. And then we have oscillator B with semitone 5. And now here we have 0 0 for this one, but one of the things I can do is I can do this up to +7. And make more chords out of it, which is another cool thing. So here we have this sound, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty cool effect. Again, it's utilizing the same layer, but this time it's doing it the right way. Here we have a sub, which is the saw, and now we turn the oscillator A and B off. We have our saw, which is playing the root note, but then we have this one playing 3 semitones up from the root note, and this one playing 10 semitones up from the root note. So you can consider this the third, I guess, of the note, and then you can consider this, I think, the 7th. It's gonna be the 7th. Yeah, it's going to be like the last note before you hit your root note again. Now, as you guys can see, fairly easy. Let's say I wanted to make this effect. I think, like, if you know sound design as it is already, and let's say we didn't know how to do it. I personally didn't know how to make this effect. There's a lot of automation going on with the LFO and envelope, but one of the key things is the envelope. You can right click on the envelope and see, okay, it's being assigned to the filter cutoff and the master tuner. Now if I remove this, you can see it doesn't sound the same at all. So now, okay, you know that, okay, envelope 2 is how to achieve that effect. Now I want to know where it's being routed to, and as you guys can see, it's being routed to the cutoff and the master tuner. one of the things to note is that when you hear the sound, the pitch goes up and down, like it goes kind of goes down or it comes up, and that gives it that effect. So now you know how to make that effect. So again, reverse engineering, so easy, and I'm utilizing this Soundbank that Cymatics made to do that. Now, Cymatics did provide custom wavetables, so some of those are going to be hard without you, knowing, okay, I didn't know I could use the noise section that way. Again, simple sounds. Now let's check out some of the pads, because pads never get that much love in dance music. But in my opinion, they're one of my favorite things because I am a trance guy. Beautiful sounding pads, and we have macros in order to move them, and as you guys can see here, they're using the Organics wind chimes to layer it. So if we turn this off again, we can see what the wind chimes adds to the pad. Again, very beautiful. Now let's see what other pads. Here they have a core boy pad utilizing a core here and a sine wave. So let's see how this sounds. And again, very nice. It sounds very well mixed, which is another good thing. And here they're utilizing a core. I don't know if it comes from the analog attack. I think it comes from their personal collection, because they did add wavetables, and that's pretty cool. Now, one of the things that sets Cymatics apart, in my opinion, is the fact that they go out of their way to make new wavetables. In my opinion, I wouldn't make new wavetables. I just use what Serum has available, because I feel like that's enough. But they're going the extra step in order to create these wavetables, to create the sounds that they want, the way they see it, not just the way they can with the wavetables, which again is cool. Beautiful sounds that I would use for progressive house, trance, definitely. Now, if we keep going, we can definitely go and check out the other sounds like the plucks. Now I'm trying to find one that is very intricate. Okay, let's see. Now this sound is a good one. It reminds me of the Michael Cafan DDX Deep House sound. Now, one of the ways that I make that sound, guys, and I haven't made a tutorial on it just because it uses the way I know how to do it is using Zebra 2. Zebra 2, I use the comb filter on it, and that helps me get these type of sounds, which sound very botanical, I guess you could say, very forest, Amazon rainforest. So I've never done it in Serum, but it looks like they're utilizing, again, the Vibes wavetables that they made in order to make it and the glass lid noise. So let's see what the glass lid noise is doing. So the glass lid noise, definitely there, you can see it's being utilized as a good layer because it's giving it that kind of wood feel. Like, when you hit two wood blocks together, or again, a glass lid. So as you guys can see, that's what's making the sound what it is. Without it, it doesn't sound the same. So again, now I know how to make the Michael Cafan sound. It was just a fucking glass lid noise in Serum. But you can do it in Zebra 2 using a comb filter and using the dissonance on it. But again, that's for another video. So you guys can see you got a lot of crazy stuff in the Vibes pack. And it's also a bonuses, which again, if you buy it this week, you get. And I was checking them out, and it's definitely cool. A lot of people have been seeking those vocal type lead effects, which they give you a shit ton actually. They give you about 71. So those are also up for grabs when you buy the Soundbank. You get them for free, so it's definitely worth checking out just because of the amount of content there is. You're paying $67, but definitely what you're getting is, one, you're getting these presets that are of high quality that you can learn from by reverse engineering. You're getting a Soundbank, which is a Foley one. Which pretty much what Foley means, guys, is you pretty much go and like fuck around with like scratching the floor, hitting the pads and shit. So a lot of like of the newer music is utilizing Foley packs, if you guys haven't noticed. And we have melodic guitars, which again can be used for songs. Now again, keep in mind this is all royalty free, and I always get asked this when I release like a guitar pack, is that yeah, when you buy the samples or if we give it away for free, we're pretty much giving you the right to use the guitar loop in a track. The only thing downside of it is that again, everyone has access to that guitar loop, so if they want to use it too, they can. Anyways guys, this has been a walkthrough slash tips on how to learn from Soundbanks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys check out the Soundbank. You know, it's definitely a good Soundbank to get if you're looking for this type of sound. And as always guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.